Hi, I'm John Miller from JHM Associates, and I want to chat with you about the visitation process for a capital fund campaign. First, a brief overview, and then we'll discuss a few techniques and special situations that you may encounter. As we begin, our focus must remain on the fact that while this is a financial journey, it is a faith journey as well. It's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. We can and should be excited about new vision, but we can get lost in floor plans, paint colors, and carpet patterns. That's all well and good, but we must remember that we're helping to raise money to transform a God-given vision into reality. As we begin, there is one thing you need to know above anything else. Be prepared. Don't let this happen to you.
So do you think you'd like to give to this special fund?
Well, what will the money be used for exactly?
Well, exactly. I'm not quite sure, but I do know that we're going to be having some new buildings and some new ministries and, ministries for everybody. And I think it'll be very beneficial.
And so what is the goal?
The goal, that's a good question. Let me find that for you. I know I have that somewhere. They just give me all these papers to, let's see. Okay, here it is. No, that's not it. Excuse me. Okay, here it is. 1.3 million. Yes, 1.3 million is how much we're going to need for that building and the ministries. So do you think you'd like to give?
I don't believe so.
Obviously, it's difficult for people to get excited about something they don't understand. Since you represent the campaign during the visit, you need to do your homework. Before your first visit, review the materials very carefully. Do you understand the goals and how the money is to be used? In a sense, you're expected to be somewhat of an expert. Read and review everything you can get your hands on. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you are unclear about something, most likely others are as well, and that's what they'll question. As you review the materials, your own enthusiasm will rise. You'll become more excited about sharing the materials and helping this effort be a success. Where do you begin? You need to begin with yourself. Make your own faith commitment first. You cannot, with integrity, ask someone else to do something you have not already done yourself. The visitation process goes something like this. First, select only those prospects that you feel comfortable asking for support. Send each family an introductory letter with your signature indicating you will be contacting them soon for an appointment. In most cases, this letter has already been prepared. All you will need to do is make your selection and sign the letter. Follow up that letter promptly with a phone call to make arrangements for a personal meeting. Remember, there is no substitute for a face-to-face visit. During your visit, provide the information first. Speak from your heart about the vision, the need, the plans, and the support levels needed. You may want to indicate that you have already made your commitment to this effort. Answer any questions they may have. If you don't know the answer, don't manufacture one. Call someone who will know and get back in touch with them quickly. While some may choose not to participate, most families have been looking forward to the opportunity to contribute to this campaign. If they make a commitment then and there, that's excellent. If they need time to consider it further, that's fine. Just arrange another meeting as soon as possible. Always remember to be kind and considerate. You are working together for the success of this common effort. Sound easy? In some ways it is. In other ways it isn't. You'll be surprised how satisfying and energizing it is to be involved in this manner. But it does require a major commitment of time. Every situation, every person is different. But remember this, it's a team effort. You're never alone. Now let's get into the practical application of the visitation process. There are several points to remember that should be helpful. Select only those families you feel comfortable asking for support. Know as much about them as you can. You may want to make a checklist in advance of points you want to make during your visit. Study the list to determine what might motivate them to give. Make sure your comments are appropriate to the people you are talking to.
Well, with our special fund, we're going to be adding a new educational wing to our current buildings. And yes, we are crowded right now for space, and what that will do is give our 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders separate rooms so that they will have a better educational experience.
But we don't have any children or grandchildren.
Oh, well, we will be having a new multi-purpose center as well, and that will serve for a variety of sports events like basketball, volleyball, indoor track, all kinds of sports activities for a variety of needs.
That's nice, but I don't know how that's going to benefit us.
Well, why don't you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
This represents an obvious disconnect. The materials were not shared in a way that connected with those being visited. Now let's see a better way.
In addition to our educational wing, we will be having a multi-purpose center that will have a dual purpose for a fellowship hall where we can have wedding receptions and other social events, church potlucks, where everyone can come enjoy that we love so much right now. And also in our multi-purpose center, there will be a room off of that as a wellness center as well in the fellowship hall so that we can have those things to share with our family and friends. Do you think that would be something that you would be able to support?
Yes, I think we will.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Begin calling on your prospects while everyone's interest is high, especially yours. Your own enthusiasm is vital and contagious. Make sure it shows at every opportunity. Another good idea is to see your most likely prospect first. An initial success is a great way to begin. Usually a level of giving card has been prepared. Use this whenever possible, stressing the principle of equal sacrifice rather than equal gifts. However, if somebody presses you to name an amount they should give, aim high. You actually compliment them by suggesting that they make a larger gift. There is no reason to make excuses and allow someone not to participate fully.
As you prepare to think about what you're going to be giving, I know that things may be a little tight right now with the economy, stock market going up and down, living through retirement. We just have to kind of be understanding about those things.
One of our biggest drawbacks is the tendency to make excuses for each other. Many times we simply know each other too well. We make incorrect assumptions. Our job is to present the information and the opportunity. Let people make their own decision about how much they choose to give.
Do you have any questions for me?
We don't know how much to give. What would you suggest?
Well, what we have done to assist you in that decision is developed a level of gift-giving card. What that does is we ask people to go up as high as they can on the card to where they would think that what is beneficial for them or what they can do. And what it does, it gives you an amount and it takes you across and gives you a total how much your commitment would be.
I think we could give at about this level.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit more.
That's wonderful. What you would do is take that amount and transfer that amount to your faith commitment form. You would fill out the faith commitment form, seal it in the envelope, and I would return it to the church where it can be taken and put in the appropriate funds.
A capital fund campaign usually has a substantial goal. Only commitments of sacrificial sums from all involved will raise the amount of money needed. That is why we use the principle of equal sacrifice, not equal gifts. There is no need to twist arms or high-pressure people into a commitment. You have an important story to share. Be positive and enthusiastic in your approach. There is no need to be apologetic. You are making a meaningful contact for the ongoing ministry of your church or organization. Unless otherwise indicated, this campaign is a 3-year campaign. Success requires a large number of financial commitments over time rather than token gifts, although these are appreciated and accepted. Suggest that they consider participating weekly, monthly, quarterly, or annually over a 3-year period. It would be good to say somewhere in the conversation that you have made your own commitment, which is a part of the campaign. Some people will be in a position to give appreciated assets instead of or in addition to cash. Examples usually include stocks, real estate, jewelry, or artwork. There are many options for people to consider as they seek to participate in this campaign. It would be good to mention sometime during the conversation that their gift is tax deductible as allowed by law. Don't leave the faith commitment card in the home without a commitment. If they're not in a position to make a commitment on your first visit, make another appointment within a week or two. Experience proves that when the card is left behind, a minimum commitment is received, or worse, no commitment at all. Be sure to turn in a card for each prospect you agreed to visit. Do this regardless if a commitment was made or not. If other follow-up is needed, simply indicate on the card what the situation is before you turn it in. Remember, every situation is different. You'll have to use your own judgment about unexpected interruptions or distractions, just as you would in any other setting. The most important thing is to be prepared. Then speak honestly and warmly from your heart. Well, there it is. You're ready to go out now and make this campaign a success. May God bless your every effort.